I'm going to go and kill a boss eventually. I'm going to go and kill a boss eventually. I'm going to go and smack his ass and beat him down and kick him in the head eventually. Gonna go and beat myself a boss eventually. Hey guys, now all of this right here, this is post-commentary. Because this could possibly be the longest boss fight in this entire playthrough. Because the Mirror Knight is a son of a bitch. He has incredibly high slash defense. He has quite good elemental defenses. So this particular build could only cause about, on a good, two double whip hit. You're talking about 130 damage from a power stance whip hit. That's with, the flame enchant on the fire whip. When I was forced to switch over to the raw whip, it actually went less, believe it or not. Interesting point, you can't hit those guys when they're actually animating the whole stand-up thing. Hit them just fine when they're not, but all other times, yeah, completely invincible. I mean, everyone loves hyper armor, right? Right. Of all the things they could have brought back from demons, that's what they chose. Yeah, get staggered, son. Feel bad about yourself. Oh fuck, hyper armor again? Almost killed me with it. So glad that was a thing, right? Cracking life gems like there ain't no tomorrow. If I don't crack them, they may very well not be. Yeah, this entire section is... Ooh, they dropped something, I forgot about that. They dropped me anything interesting, that's the question. Armor, spear... Dynamite slab. Yeah, not bad. I was kind of hoping for the funky stone armor though. I like the look of that stuff. I thought maybe even the stone twin blade. I think this character could actually use it if I was to take him into New Game Plus. It's an awesome twin blade. One of the few that actually does decent damage. Just haven't quite figured... I really want to use a twin blade build, but I haven't yet to figure out how to set things up so the weapon actually does decent damage. I mean, it does pretty pitiful damage. The only good thing about twin blades is they guard break really quickly. And result in staggering. That really is their only advantage over other weapon types. I mean, the damage output's pretty... What are you doing? The damage output is pretty piss poor. And they break even quicker than my whips here do. So yeah. I don't know, perhaps it's a good weapon to dual wield. Though the stats you'd need for that would be insane. I don't know, dual wielding... Jesus Christ, 2 backstabs and you're still alive. Just can't seem to put him down. No, well. Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, haven't got what's-his-face from Jugo to help me out. Ben Hart, that's the one. Didn't actually manage to do his quest. Well, I didn't bother doing his quest line. It's not a matter of managing. I just completely forgot about him, so he's not here. Isn't there another NPC that sometimes turns up here? I can't remember. Isn't this one of the fights that, I can't remember his name now. Vengar sometimes turns up for, or am I completely misremembering that? I'm sure Vengar turns up for more than just the final fight against the Throne Watcher and Defender, doesn't he? Perhaps not. You see my problem here? That stupid 100% rebound, even when he's not actually blocking on the mirror shield. That is bloody annoying. I'm talking about like 63 damage, if that. See, when I start doing the power hits later on, it gets a bit better, but for the start of the fight, I was just trying to conserve stamina by doing, a bit of 1-2. I was doing like, in total, about 130 damage. That's when the buff was active. When I lose the buff, it goes down dramatically. Start doing like 60 damage a swing, if that. That's interesting, he knocked me to the right with his shield, and then I teleported back left in time to take a sword to the face. Interesting the way that works, eh? No, dodge roll. Yeah, your blue balls ain't got nothing on me, son. Oh god, this is where it starts. Seriously. Someone keep... Actually, no, I'm gonna keep track of this as post-commentary. That's, Grey Invader count 1 so far. It gets, interesting. Not sure how that even hit me. I keep having a lot of issues with slowdown in this fight as well. Sort of like the Sentry Guard, you see where my frame rate dropped as he did his attack there? A lot of that happens during this fight. I do mean a lot. Dodge. There we go. I'm totally unaware of what was going on. He's trying to separate his little friend. Then he starts doing running attacks. I remember that. Trying to take out the invader, and this guy's doing running attacks at me every 5 seconds. Just like that. I think this is the only fight I've ever had with the Moon Knight where he did that many consecutive running attacks as well. Normally he just sort of stands in the background, isn't too much trouble. You know, surprisingly. But this time round, every time I got an invader, he kept insisting on running straight at me. Or trying to power slam me like that. Either way, not good things, you know? Yeah. Stagger. Take advantage of the fact that pillars stop his momentum. Don't stop the attack. They do arrest his forward momentum. I think he's the only boss in the game that's even vaguely put off when it comes to pillars, though. For sure all of the others just smash straight through them as if they're not even there. Yeah. Power attack. My turn. See, that's much better. That's about 200 damage in total. When you power attack with the raw weapon though, it gets even better. I mean, if I don't think I did in the end. If I'd fought... Oh, I did. I did think to enchant it. Get a bit of extra damage going on. See? There we go. Already summoning another player. That's fight number 2. So normally he doesn't even start this crap for much longer than this, but today, for some reason, he was determined just to keep summoning over and over and over again. He seemed to do it every time I did a weapon buff as well. I don't know if that's intentional. Perhaps there is some sort of coding in there that says that if the player brings in a phantom, I mean if the player uses a buff, this guy brings in a phantom to force him to waste it. It'd be a pretty dick maneuver on FromSoft's behalf, but it's something I could see them doing. I'm not sure how that attack clipped me. Or that one, for that matter. His animation sped up. That he could swing a greatsword faster than I could do my whips. Something about that strikes me as off, you know? You also see some really weird shit going on with the blade beam attack as well. Jeez, I'm talking like right angle turns from the attack. I'm not even kidding. Bonk bonk. Bounce off his shield. Always worries me, that attack. Speaking of getting worried. God damn. That's twice. The sword didn't actually physically touch my character, but I went down anyway. Ooh. Jumping slam. Missed. Bonk bonk. For some reason, there we go, the roll activated late again. See, at this point, I'd plugged my controller in, so there shouldn't have been any issues. Wired connection, fully charged. So yeah, it shouldn't have been an issue at all, but yeah, still getting input delay in this fight. Again, that might have something to do with, yeah, it's my own fault. Forgot about the thrust attack. Yeah, might have something to... Again, I took damage from an attack I'd already rolled through. Oh, there he goes again. That's summon count number 3. Still don't like the fact that bosses get partial hyper armor during animations like this. That strikes me as bullshit. I mean, it's tricky enough to get times to do proper damage anyway, along with them, getting free. What's what I'm looking for? Not free attacks, but I suppose it is actually free attacks after a fashion. I mean, the guy is literally just taking no damage and powering up for a big attack after a fashion. Doesn't seem fair, really, does it? Not to me, at least, anyway. I got double teamed. The Phantom got hyper armor for some reason during that attack. Then the other guy power slammed me. Some of it's sloppy play, I'm fully willing to admit. Me getting impatient. I've been having too much difficulty so far with this run through. There's a fair bit of it though that's just me being genuinely annoyed by how some of this went. Yeah, take care of that. Also, the number of greatsword phantoms I got vastly outweighed the polearm users. Is this one where he summons right away the moment I kill the guy? No. There's a point in the fight that happens. Literally the moment I kill the Grey Invader, he summons again. That's kind of weird shit I'm talking. See the blade being bent at a really weird angle for no reason? That kind of shit happens... It seems to be like, almost like the game's reading which direction I'm holding the L stick, and preemptively, sending the blade beam in that direction. even when it doesn't match up to the animation. I've had that happen with arrows a couple of times, where arrows have fired at like right angles to where the character was actually standing. Yep, there he goes again. That's what, count number 4 so far? At the very least. I was trying to see if I could bleed him while he was doing this, but no, the guy's got insanely high bleed defense. So I'm pretty sure you can eventually bleed. I mean, I don't think there are any enemies in this game who can't bleed. If you can, it's going to take a hell of a while. Is this going to be the first? No, that's more blue balls. I wonder if that was going to be the first blade beam bender, but apparently not. Yep, here he comes. God damn, the tracking on that thrust. Well, it's a thing of Soul Series in general, isn't it? Ridiculous tracking on some attacks. Yeah. And dodge. And dodge. Yes. I do need to take care of his mate there. I love the little side hop thing they do if they're behind, like, ow. Can't remember what caused that one. Probably just sloppy playing. There are a couple of instances where I'll point out times when the game's fucked me over. But there are plenty of times when it's just me not paying proper attention. I full well admit that. Right. And keep track of that guy at the same time to take out the Phantom. Not an easy task by any stretch of the imagination. Fuck. Forgot that the blue balls just smash straight through the pillars and keep going. I think almost all the boss magic attacks do that, don't they? Smash straight through physical objects in the way. You know, short of actual walls, anyway. Anything that's classified as destructible, they just pass straight through. They're not dispersed by them. Looking for a chance to rebuff, wasn't I? And there we go, summoning already. The second I buffed, he brought out a summon. God damn. At least I managed to do some damage to him. I think I might have actually got a bit of bleed there. He's got no bleed effect, but well, perhaps it's because he was coming out of the summon animation, that might be why. Yeah, that really shouldn't have hit me. Oh, whatever. I'm gonna get hit by that, yeah. Try to maneuver into a forward roll, but still too busy going through the heal animation. Yeah, crap. Now that clearly didn't actually touch me. Looking back on the replay, I can confirm that. That thrust attack literally did not touch my character, but I took damage from it anyway. That's a thing that happened. Thankfully I've got the buff, so I should be able to kill this guy faster than normal. There's the other is. I lose track of the knight 2 or 3 times during this fight. Thankfully most of the time he's just sort of pouncing around. But every now and again it gets dangerous, let's put it that way. Me trying to go for the kill. So did the knight, unfortunately. No. Can't say I didn't try. With that guy? Good. Do I have time to crack a live gem? Not really. I was still on live gem power, wasn't I? So I went straight for the extra attack. I've already lost my buff. That was my last buff for this fight. Damn it. Yeah, I buggered that up. Completely misread what he was going to do. Blade beam. Still not happened yet. And he's gone straight into a summon again. Yeah. So I meant now about this fight taking a while. That's what, summon... Is this 5 or 6 at this point? And it's yet another great sword phantom. Who wants to take the longest to kill. No, you know, for this particular build anyway. Hyper armor, straight through my poise breaking attack. You can go for that annoying thrust. It always seems to hit me, no matter where I am on the field. I don't know what else about. Avoiding both a smash and a blade beam. By pure luck, I've got to admit, I couldn't see what was actually coming. See, that time it staggered him. Not sure why. Didn't stagger him that time though. So the way I understand it, poise doesn't affect whether you're staggered or not this time round. What poise actually affects is whether or not you can be knocked out of an animation. So the higher your poise, the less likely an enemy can stagger you out of an attack or a heal or some such by hitting you. As I understand it anyway. Yeah, he's got pretty high poise, so there's no way I can knock him out of an attack. I can stagger him if he's not actually attacking. Like I say, when it comes to fucking hell, that blade beam curved around the arena like a son of a bitch. And we had frame drops again there, and I suddenly lost all control of my character. Just in time to get smacked in the face. And you're going to charge attack again. Never have too much of that, right? Right. Started off with like 99 life gems when I did this. I've now got like, what, 60 odd? But seriously, see it? He just begins summoning right away. That's the one I was talking about. Thankfully it's a polearm user, not of a great soldier, but still. That's ridiculous. Literally didn't even have a chance to start damaging him before he'd already summoned someone in. So that's, what, Invader number 7 so far? I'm damn lucky I wasn't online doing this. One of the few times I'm glad that the PS3, or well, the game more accurately, freaked out and decided to do that whole Ethernet cable not connected nonsense. If I'd been getting invaded over and over again by actual players, could you even imagine? Terrifying. And dodge. Nice. Oh. You know, I'm actually, I'm trying to think what I want to do in terms of, well, I say armor, it could be trousers, isn't it? For the rest of the game. I mean, the Alone stuff is good, but there are better classes of armor. I'm thinking about, there we go, that's the first one. Almost a 90-degree turn at the last second to hit me. That's not the last time it does that either. Not by a long shot. Yeah, I'm trying to decide what, I mean, I could get this guy's leggings, for example. I don't particularly like them, but I could do it. I'm thinking maybe Valstad leggings. The golden number, that sort of thing. There we go. Blade beam bends to, well, preventatively stop me from rolling out the way. Oh, summon number 8. Apparently this guy just can't get enough of the summons. He loves them summons, he really does. Again, at least he's a polearm user, that's not too bad. But if we look down at my durability, it's actually lower than the boss's health bar, so yeah, there's a fair chance I'm not going to be able to finish this fight without breaking one of my whips. Or multiple ones, in fact. This causes so little damage. So then again, I did some experimenting, I found out that actually I would be doing better damage output if I had the notch whipped in my right hand. So apparently there's a damage penalty for the weapon in your left hand. I did not know this. I assume they both operated at full power kind of thing. But yeah, putting the notched in the right hand and the old whip in the left would actually give me a much higher damage output than I'm currently using. If I'd known that earlier, that shouldn't have hit me. If I'd known that earlier, this fight, for example, will probably be over by now. God damn it. Wait for the jump instead of the roll. Didn't leave a long enough gap. We have it? No, haven't decided yet. At some point in this fight I do decide that it's better just to go straight after the knight instead of the invader. Perhaps he summon... Does he summon again, maybe? Is that what I'm thinking? Could do. Yeah, that's the invader gone. Right. Trying to bait some attacks to do some damage. Just gonna spam magic though. In doubt, spam magic, right? I got stuck on the edge of a pillar there, that's weird. There we go, see? That's the 10th invader in this same fight. He's just constantly summoning. It's me desperately trying to do enough damage to finish him off. Having to rely back on my old whip. I have not enough durability to continue this fight, really. Am I gonna finally do it? Just go straight after the boss and ignore the invader? Ah, there we go. Bonk. There we go. Back to the moment he dies, the invader dies. Bye, you two. Never, ever come back. Ever. Seriously, ever. No, just don't. You would not believe the amount of angry grunting, cursing and swearing that the initial commentary had devolved into at this point. I was annoyed when he summoned the third invader. By the time we got to number 10 there, I was pissed. I mean, understandably so, I'm sure you'll all agree. Nothing worse than a slow fight that's being made slower. Especially when you've got a time limit due to your weapon durability. Still don't like that function in this game. It's a shame that I'm never going to get to play the PC version, really. Well, unless they actually surprise me and release a Mac-compatible version anyway. It should be nice. Yeah, I'd like to play this with the higher-end graphics, and I'm hoping there's going to be some tweaks that remove the durability system. It's just a pain in the ass. I mean, it's taught me how to speedrun a lot of this game, but if you're forcing your player to run past your content, that's not good game design, really. Anyhow, alright, this is where it ends, so I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye now.